I have a master's degree in exercise science, and I have used a foam roller for years. And as I was rolling, I was always tensing up my muscles to get to different positions and different muscle groups. And instead with the Acuproducts, I'm not moving at all. I'm not using my nervous system. I'm just relaxing. And there's a world of difference in the feeling that you get on your muscles and the type of relaxation compared to something like a foam roller.
I am a dancer and I am in pain a lot of injuries. And so by using these products, now I am in less pain, and my bills for physiotherapy, for other forms of healing, are lower now.
Whenever anyone's got a problem with the muscle or the back or the legs or the feet or shoulders, absolutely, this is my go-to recommend. I tried once or twice and it works. Not everything in this world works. The nice thing about this, and the reason I keep going back to it, is that it works.
The most common testimonial thanks we receive are from computer users who use Acuproducts to maintain proper upright sitting posture when they compute, saving their body and improving productivity.
Acupads, I find that they cover a little bit more of an area when they're warmed up, which I always do. I can use them on the back of if I'm sitting back, on my lower part of my back, under my legs, wherever I have discomfort, I use them.
So as a yoga teacher, 20 years teaching, I have come across so many products. And I can tell you that I've experimented with all of them in my yoga classes, and I always go back to the AccuBall. And the thing that makes this stand out the most is it actually is heated. And so when you place the AccuBall in certain areas of the body that start to generate and penetrate a little bit of heat, muscles will release, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, fascia will release even more than any other product that I have come across.
Well, I got a hold of the AccuBall 2 years ago, and my previous experience was my back locking up and doing this weird thing where for 2 weeks I was out of business, like just in pain. The slightest movement could have sent me falling to the ground. But since I used the AccuBall, it's actually relieved all the tension and tightness that was surrounding my vertebrae. So what I do now on the long drive, 2 hours or more, I heat it up and put it on my back, put pressure on it, and just drive. And by the time I get to where I'm going, I've hit all the spots that I wouldn't have time to hit while doing it at home on the floor. My own health is in my hands, and this product is a way to actually relieve the pain that I do have. So now I get to do things that I wouldn't have done a couple of years ago.
I would try and book appointments to see RMTs, and they wouldn't be available, and the pain was so acute. Just to wait to see someone was excruciating. So now I don't have to book an appointment. I've got pain relief in my hands, in my home. It's immediate. No more waiting, no more suffering. It's great.
Hi, my name is Linda. I'm 80 years old, and I love to walk. I walk twice a day and probably do 6 to 10 Ks. This summer, I started to experience pain in my knee. And on these Acupads, I use them on my front of my legs. I use them on the bottoms of back of my legs. And I also use them up on my sacroiliac, and I sit on them. I use them in the morning, and if I'm sitting watching TV, I will use them then. I definitely would recommend these pads because in a week, what they've done for me, pills would not. Acupads have really helped me. I'm a firm believer in them in just a week.
Every single time I would go through a period, I would not be able to train as I do now because I was in such a pain. Now, every time I get my period, I use the Acupads. I put it in my lower abdomen, and it's just drastically decreased my pain, and it also increased my mood because it just brings that heat and that warmth that I need in order to just relax, and like your day just gets better.
One of the great things about the AccuBall is that it is portable. So at one point I was supply teaching. I would take it with me into the school, would lay on it in the staff room at lunch hour to give myself a break in the middle of the day and just to help me get through. If it was a particularly tough day physically, I could use the ball on the breaks and get back out into the rest of the day after using it on my lunch hour.
I get on there and I usually do about 2-3 minutes on a spot, and then I roll around, find another spot, as there seems to be numerous spots all the way along the path. And it just I allow myself to just really sink into it and let the ball do the work. So I just let my body weight sit on top of it, really eases into the muscles. And then when I'm feeling, sometimes I even fall asleep, and it gives me such like comfort and release from either the pain or the sensation. So then I move it on up the back, and then I go as far as up into my neck, and then it can also work the front of my body, sometimes using here on the shoulder or on the upper chest. And again, just lying on top of it and allowing the ball to sink in and give the muscle some release and relief. So I'm a big fan of the AccuBall, and it's given me relief whenever I need it. I take it with me. It's easy to transport. I throw it in my backpack, even when I'm traveling. So it's something that I can keep with me and whenever I need it.